Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks a lot for joining me. I have a fun video for you tonight. It's a little different. I know I say this a lot. I say that my videos are just a little different. This one's really different because I want to share with you the plan that I have for 2023. Did I say that right? I mean, you say 22 for so long, and then you are like, okay, did I get that right? It is. I cannot believe it is 2023. I remember being a kid thinking we would never get to the 20s. Or the I mean, it's crazy. 2023, what in the world? Anyway, that's enough of that. We're all starting to get used to it. Today's January 4th, I think. Yep, it's January 4th. So we're starting to get used to that date. I have a great plan for 2023 as far as our YouTube channel is concerned and our blog. So let me first say, my name is Cindy. I'm with reinventeddelaware.com, and we teach all sorts of tutorials from upcycling thrift store decor, furniture makeovers, styling your home with those items, just all sorts of inspiration. I throw in a couple recipes over on my blog, but nothing fancy. Here on YouTube, we have shared lots of tutorials. Last year, we shared at least about 50 videos. So that was about one video per week. And a couple times I did a few extras, but we're pretty consistent with that. And that's part of my plan for this year, is to continue with weekly videos. Now, this year, our videos will be going live on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time each week. So pay attention for that. And I'll tell you about the kind of videos that I have planned for you. Before I get to that, let me mention, anytime during this video, if you want to chat, I'm looking over on my screen and I'm able to see the chat window. I'll do my best to answer, but I can't promise because it's a lot of technology. I was going to say for a woman my age, but I'm just going to tell you, technology is challenging no matter what your age, and it's challenging for me. So I'm not sure I'll be able to answer those questions right away. I'll do my best to do that either now or later. And here comes my little dog, or now or later in the video as the comments go on, or if I can get to the video, to the comments, then I will. One thing I will say, I would love you to comment about what I'm talking about, and then also what kind of videos you are interested in here. I can see from my analytics some of the videos that you're interested in. So we're going to get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I want to hear from you. What kind of videos do you want to see us do here at Reinvented Delaware? So we do the videos here, and then I also write a blog post about a lot of those projects that we do here on YouTube, so that you always have a long time resource to find those over on my blog at reinventeddelaware.com. I invite you to join us over there. And in fact, in the description below this video, you'll be able to see that. It'll be a little section that it will say read more. If you click read more just below this video, I'm going to have more information. And part of the information that I'm going to include is a sign up for our email. If you sign up for our email, I will just send you free tutorials in your inbox. No questions asked. You just get to enjoy those free tutorials. So I'm excited about that. Now, disclaimer, I have Cliff Notes because I tend to forget things, and I don't want to forget anything before I get carried away with some of my conversation. So before I start talking about what we have planned as far as our content here on YouTube and over on our blog, I want to tell you how I do all this planning, because it's a lot. If we're going to be doing 50 some videos a year, more than 50, probably 100 blog posts per year, that's a lot to keep up with. I have no help. It's just me, myself, and I, and that's who takes care of all of this stuff. And it's a lot to keep track of. So what I do is I use a bullet journal. Now I'm going to talk about this pretty design, so hang tight. But I use a bullet journal to manage all of my content, all of my business plans, all of my to-do lists that I have to do, whether personal or for my business. I keep it all in one book. This book literally goes with me everywhere. It stays here in my office where we are. It goes back to my little craft area. It goes outside in my garage workshop. It goes in my purse. No matter where I go, you ask my family, my husband, this book is with me. And I can't go into a lot of detail about how the bullet journal system is set up, but I can tell you that if you go back on my channel, I have a very extensive video about how this bullet journal system works. It was developed by the way, by a fellow named Ryder Carroll, and he has a great video on it. Down in that description that I mentioned earlier, I'm going to try to remember to link all that stuff when we're finished here with the live. But to keep myself straight, let me just get there. I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. I'm not going to show you a whole lot. But on the opening page, and yes, these are blank pages that I have drawn on myself. That's how a bullet journal system works. I've mapped out my entire year. That's what this is. This is just little cliff notes that will happen throughout the year. I have a tracker for all of my birthdays. You can see that. That's all the birthdays and anniversaries in my family. This is more personal and my close friends. I have a blank page for something that I have not done yet. I have a couple of blank pages for all the ideas that will pop into my mind as time goes on, or as you suggest. So if you suggest down in the comment, hey, Cindy, do a video about such and such, I have a place to jot it down so that I can get that video made. I'm so excited about that. I have a quarterly plan. That's January, February, and March. You can see January is already filling up. That's my plan so far. And I've already started on working on February. So that's exciting. And then as I go, I just have, I don't know if you've seen any of the bullet journaling stuff. I've been doing a bullet journal for, I think this is my 6th year. So I also like to get a little artsy, not anything fancy, just a little artsy. Here's the crux of it right here. This is the month of January, just content. This is all the content that I have planned here on YouTube and over on my blog. And I have a system to keep track of what I need to do when I need to do it so that I get it in time for you. Let me explain. Today, for instance, I went thrifting because here in a couple weeks, I'll be doing a thrift with me video that I want to share with you. Well, I need to get that video recorded, and then I needed to get it edited, and I need to write that description and all the stuff that goes along with it so that you can find that video. And I needed to get that done this week. So this week on my monthly calendar, here's Wednesday, right there, it says create with the thrift with me video. Now it doesn't go live until 2 weeks later. So stay tuned because you're going to see that. But that's how I do it. I plan about 2 weeks ahead of time. I get the project done, or I get the video recorded. Let me show you something I found today, by the way. What did I find? This. Oh, yeah. So when you watch in a couple of weeks and you see that thrift with me video, say that 10 times fast. But when you watch it, you're going to see this, and then you're going to hear the idea that I have to do with this. And then about a week or so after that, I'm going to make this over so that you can see what I do with it. I'm so excited about this system. Here's another little thing that I found. Let me lift that up. It's kind of heavy and delicate. Look here. I found this while out thrifting today too. I can't tell you anything about this because this is going to be a blog post in about 3 weeks. But I had to get the item so that I would have it ready for that blog post. So I want you to stay tuned. I want you to sign up for my email so that when a new video comes out or when a new blog post comes out, you won't miss it. You can also, here on YouTube, you can click that notification button, and then when my video goes live, you'll be notified, and boom, you get to watch it. So that's my plan, and that's what I've been working on. Now, let me just tell you, this is going to be a blog post too. I have this and I have 2 other projects over here I'm going to show you. This started out to be just a plain journal, this color. See this gray? It was that all over. And I did a special project with something right here. This was a lot of fun. I cannot wait for you to see this because I was able to take a $17 journal and turn it into one that would probably sell for about $50. These are not cheap. So that's a great thing that you're going to learn with me. One other thing with that same, let me move that out of the way. There we go. So one other thing with that same blog post, I'm going to show you how to take a storage box. You see these at thrift stores all the time, and we're just going to make it pretty so that it looks nice. So there's that. There's going to be one more project in that blog post. So be sure to sign up for my email. I don't want you to miss that. All right. And I also want to pay attention to the time. I don't want to keep you too long. Okay. So let's talk about the kind of videos that we're going to make here at Reinvented Delaware here on the YouTube channel. If you have some suggestions, please put them in the comments. I really do want to hear from you. All you have to do is click the comments down below and tell me, hey, I want to know about this. But here's the plan for 2023. I'm going to do more thrift with me videos, like I just told you. I'm going to do more thrift store makeovers. You guys love those. When I've done those in the past, when I did them last year, you guys just absolutely loved them. There was one video in particular that you all loved so much that almost 300,000 people joined you and watched it. So go back on my channel and look that one up. I think that you're really going to enjoy that one. We're also going to be doing more lives just like this here. Now I need to know what I'm going to be talking about during these lives. I have some ideas, but if you have an idea of, hey, Cindy, when you do a live, I would like you to talk about this or that or this or that, as far as thrifting or furniture makeovers or upcycling or any decorating with vintage style, any of that kind of stuff. Let's just chat about it right here on a live. I would love to do that with you. So that leads to the next kind of video that I'm going to be doing will be furniture makeovers. I kind of got out of that a little bit, but I have a lot of furniture in our home that I want to make over. I have a gorgeous hutch out there, and we're getting some feedback here. What are the plans for spring? Okay, so I'll get to that here in just a second. But I have a lot of furniture here that I want to make over for our own home, and I want to take you along as I do that and show you how I do that to create that vintage look that we just love so much. So that's kind of where we are with that. Let's see. I'm excited about the live videos, and I'm hoping to improve my technical side of all that as well. So here's one of the questions. What are your plans for spring? Well, in the spring, I do have a plan. I have a plan. Well, I guess that's winter. February is technically winter. But in the winter, is that okay if I answer that question? I'm hoping in the winter, I have a plan for a bedroom makeover for our bedroom. It just needs a freshening, a serious freshening. And we have some projects. Oh, I can't wait to show you this one. We're going to make our own foam mantle in our bedroom. I'm just so excited about that idea. So we're going to get to that. I don't want you to miss any of that. And I don't want you to miss how we're going to make that. Speaking of that, let me tell you about my other half. And I wonder if I could get him in here for a minute. Let's see. That was a hint. That was an epic hint of, hey, I wonder if my husband would come in here and chat with us a second. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Pull up a seat. So next year, one of the things that we're going to be doing is making this faux mantle. Do you remember me telling you about this?
Yes. Am I allowed to say what it's made out of?
Oh, golly. I don't know. Should we say what? Well, go ahead. Say,
well,
what are we
going to
do?
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
We have used the same material to make headboards in the past.
Ah, yeah. Okay. I don't know if we've done that on YouTube, but I think we have a tutorial for that. I know we showed it on Instagram.
I know it's on Instagram. I think it's on your blog.
Okay. So it might be on the blog.
And we've sold a few of them.
Oh, we've sold lots of them. So you may or may not know this, but we used to sell, we don't anymore. We used to sell in a small vendor booth, and we had to give that up because honestly, I couldn't make videos for you if we continued that. And we really enjoy making these videos so that you can learn about the projects that we do. So let me ask you, what are you excited about in 2023 as far as our business is concerned?
I like the new direction that the business is going in. Mm-hmm. It is, in some ways, it's sad that you're not selling because I enjoyed that. But it's exciting to know that we're headed in a different direction. So yeah. So I'm excited to see what we do.
Awesome. Awesome. And we might be talking about a little secret. So I don't know. Do we want to talk about that now?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Okay. So we had discussed doing a podcast, and we've actually written a couple scripts and rehearsed a few. And then the holidays and life kicked in. And
and the tech side of it. We had to get the tech side of it straightened out, and that took us forever.
Yeah, we not only do you have to buy the equipment, but there's also little adapters and plugs, and didn't seem like we could get the right ones. But we've got that figured out, and our tests have done very well. and we are still planning to do the podcast.
Mhm.
And as I said, we have some scripts written, and so we are going to move forward with that idea now that the holidays are over. I think some of our time is going to free up, and I'm looking forward to that as well.
Awesome. And the exciting news about that podcast is it's going to be here on YouTube. So I'm super excited. And Renee just said, I think that's Renee. I'm sorry, my vision's not the greatest.
It is.
You're a great couple. We're looking forward to great things with this channel in 2023. Thanks so much. We are really looking forward to it. And as soon as we get that podcast on a roll, I'll be telling you about it here on YouTube, and we may or may not have it on a separate channel. I don't think we've decided about that. I need to look at what's best for the channel. I just don't know about that part. So we'll get that figured out. Either way, we're going to announce it. And I don't know. Do you want to say anything else about 2023?
No, I think you've covered it. I know that you went thrifting with your sister today, and
Yes.
but I also look forward to doing some of that as especially in our area of Delaware, as the weather warms up, the yard sales
Auctions.
increase and auctions, and so we're looking forward to it now that it seems to be, knock on wood, COVID is behind us. I think some of the more popular auctions that we went to in years past may open up, and so I'm excited to see what happens. And on Renee's comment about exciting, just a reminder that it is the viewers that make this channel. So please be sure and comment. Let Cindy know what it is that you want to see, and what it is that you like, because we do this so that you will learn. Number one, I think that's the biggest thing with the tutorials, but also, we want to do things that you're interested in.
Definitely. Yeah. So there you go. That's our live for tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed our special appearance here, plus the little dog that pranced in. You'll see him in our videos. We're looking forward to 2023. We're excited about sharing more of what we've already shared, and then we'll be sharing things together more often. We hope that's the plan. If you liked and enjoyed this video, I'm just going to ask you to comment below. I'm going to ask you to subscribe. I'm going to ask you to give me a thumbs up, give us a thumbs up. And I really appreciate you watching, and we will see you next time. Oh, somebody said something.
I saw it at the very